The leaves are starting to turn, the smell of pumpkin spices in the air. It's trick-or-treat time again. We'll often get asked about whether or not you can carry a firearm while you're trick-or-treating. While there's no laws that say anything about carrying a firearm on a particular day in October, knowing who is planning to carry and where the trick-or-treating will happen will answer the question for you. Who can carry? If you have a license to carry a firearm, you may carry concealed or open anywhere in the state, provided that you're not in a prohibited location, and we'll address that here just in a few moments. If you do not have a license to carry, you may still open carry your firearm unless you're in Philadelphia, which requires a license to carry open as well as concealed. Where can you carry? There are certain areas that are off limits all the time, Halloween or otherwise. Keep this in mind where you're trick-or-treating. Many schools now have an offering of an indoor trick-or-treating event as a safe alternative to a traditional door-to-door. If you're trick-or-treating in a school, you cannot carry a firearm with you while you do so. There are also many malls that offer similar trick-or-treat experiences. There's no law in Pennsylvania that says malls are off limits for firearms, but a mall can, like any private property owner, prohibit the carrying of firearms if they so choose. So if you head to a mall, check for a no-gun sign. If you're going to do traditional door-to-door in your neighborhood, be aware of your surroundings. If you get invited into someone's house, remember that they have the right to exclude you and your firearm if they want. What about a party at your church? Like malls, they are not necessarily off limits unless the church specifically has a no-gun policy. Keep in mind, however, that if the church houses a K-12 school in any part of the church building or grounds, then carrying at that church is always prohibited. School rules control in this situation. Finally, there are many public festivals and events where you can celebrate Halloween. Festivals are not prohibited places for carrying a firearm unless they are being held in an already off-limits location or an establishment that prohibits firearms. For example, if you want to celebrate Halloween at Hershey Park after dark, park policy specifically prohibits weapons of any kind, and if you carry a firearm, you will be denied entry into the park. In these situations, the location controls, not the fact that it is a festival. You should always check the venue rules before heading out so you're not disappointed. The most important thing to remember this Halloween is to be safe and to have fun. For any other questions regarding laws dealing with carrying firearms in Halloween or otherwise in Pennsylvania, call U.S. Law Shield and speak to your independent program attorney.